Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Gennady Golovkin, he does it again. He just recently vacated his IBF belt, and now he vacates his WBA belt to avoid his mandatory Erislandy Lara. Now Erislandy Lara has been elevated to the full WBA champion because Golovkin waves the white flag again and surrenders his belt to Erislandy Lara. You know, it's really funny when Canelo Alvarez fans, they try to compare Canelo to Floyd Mayweather, when we all know the reality is the only thing that Golovkin or the only thing that Canelo has in common with Floyd Mayweather is that they're both boxers. Now, when it comes to Golovkin and Canelo, they have almost everything in common. They both avoided Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, and both of them are going for the record when it comes to vacating titles. Lara has been calling out Gennady Golovkin for years. I'm talking about over 8 years he's been calling him out. And just to show you how blatant the ducking was, Golovkin, he wouldn't fight Erislandy Lara, but he decided instead to fight Willie Monroe, which was a southpaw just like Erislandy Lara. The only difference is he didn't have any power at all. I think at the time he had like about 4 or 6 knockouts. That's who Golovkin chose to fight. And actually, Willie Monroe turned out to be one of Golovkin's toughest fights at that point in his career, which was even more of a reason for Gennady Golovkin to avoid Lara. Gennady Golovkin is no longer signed to DAZN. He's a free agent as of now. And if he wants to make some good money, he's going to have to fight one of the tough opponents that he's been avoiding his entire career. The only fighter that Golovkin wanted to fight that actually was someone that was undefeated and had a name was obviously Canelo Alvarez. Golovkin could see that Canelo Alvarez was a very flawed fighter, and that's why he wanted that big payday. It made all the sense in the world. Golovkin thought he picked the perfect flawed fighter, and he ends up losing. When you call someone out for years, and it's a signature fight, you're supposed to win that fight because that's supposed to be the most important fight of your legacy. It's no different than Muhammad Ali constantly calling out Sonny Liston, Floyd Mayweather for years calling out Oscar De La Hoya, or even Devin Haney calling out Vasily Lomachenko. Regardless of what we think about the decision, Gennady Golovkin, he was not supposed to allow the fight to be that close in the first place. Just like Floyd Mayweather, he didn't allow the Canelo Alvarez fight to be close at all, and there was still a judge that had the fight a draw. Do you guys remember there was a time when old media was saying that Golovkin was pound for pound the best fighter in the world, and he's top 25, one of the greatest fighters of all time? And we're talking about a fighter who avoided Andre Ward, avoided Erislandy Lara for, like I said, damn near over 8 years. He avoided James DeGale, who was calling him out aggressively. And then he started to avoid Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. You know, Jim Lampley, HBO's Jim Lampley, who was one of Gennady Golovkin's biggest fans, he actually said, going into the second fight with Canelo Alvarez, if Golovkin loses that fight, his entire career is a failure. And Gennady Golovkin, he lost the rematch to Canelo Alvarez. Regardless of what some people may think of the decision, this is the bottom line. You have to realize when Floyd Mayweather fought Canelo Alvarez, Canelo was 15 to 20 pounds bigger than him. He was 23 years old, the exact same age that Devin Haney is today, and Devin Haney is about to fight Vasily Lomachenko, who's actually younger than Floyd Mayweather was. With all of these disadvantages that Floyd Mayweather had, physical disadvantages, Floyd Mayweather completely dominated Canelo Alvarez. Golovkin was actually bigger than Canelo Alvarez and still struggled in all of the fights that they had with each other. Can you imagine if Floyd Mayweather was naturally bigger than Canelo Alvarez when they fought? Can you imagine what Floyd would have did to Canelo? Floyd would have stopped Canelo Alvarez if he was naturally bigger than him. And this just goes to show you how much of a joke Gennady Golovkin's career is. This man had told everyone that he would fight anyone from 154 to 168. At the time, Andre Ward was pound for pound #1, the best fighter in the world. And instead of going after Andre Ward, Gennady Golovkin, he calls out a 37 or 38-year-old Floyd Mayweather, who's fighting at 147. So the only question is, when it comes to Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez, because they have so much in common, who really is the most overrated out of the two? I'll let you guys figure that out on your own. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
One of the most anticipated dog breedings has finally been confirmed. The pups from this pairing of Zeta and DMX will be born very soon. We are now accepting deposits. Our pups will come with ears cropped and a 2-year health guarantee. Get ahead of the pack on purchasing a puppy by contacting NWA Cane Corsos on Instagram at NWA Cane Corsos. Call or text 479-326-1603 with any questions. A guard dog is your first line of defense. These will be the right pups for the job.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Diki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention, so I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, "Can you fix this?" And, he pretty much said, "No problem." My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.